next two players.
Yes.
It's going to be a great match.
Ooh.
PA Dr. X versus Gameplay's own SSGuy.
The doctor is in.
Yeah, the Doctor's been absent for the past couple of Shockwaves, at least as far as stream appearances go.
Because I think he was labbing more, so. And he's going to go, of course, his Sheik. That, of course, he told me about.
So Sheik versus Mega Man. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts on this matchup.
Honestly, of course, as Sheik being the #1 character in the game, she would have the advantage. However, Mega Man doesn't have a complete disadvantage because that projectile game is really good with Mega Man.
Yeah.
It forces Sheik to approach. That's the thing. And with SSGuy's mastery over the projectile game, that'll make it really hard for Dr. X to get in.
Well, so far he's been doing pretty good. He's been able to really deal with a lot of the options that we see from SSGuy when it comes to landing some of those approaches and avoiding those projectiles. Even there, hopping right over those lemons using those short hops. And so for SSGuy, I think it's going to be not necessarily about getting a lot of damage with the projectiles, but just simply being able to go and play counterpunch sort of style that punishes all of Dr. X's approaches. Because as you're seeing, he's having no trouble getting in. It's just the art of even getting some of those hits without being touched by options like the back air or the forward air from SSGuy. That's going to be a different
yeah.
demon.
Oh, nice punish.
Yeah, that was a great option. As you saw, Dr. X kind of forcing that F smash, and it leaves him wide open to that up tilt.
I think that might be an misinput. I don't know, but
yeah, it's very possible that he's trying to do short hop forward air, but he misses the jump option and instead does the F smash. But who knows? Who knows? Sometimes we all get a little bit smash happy.
All right. Oh, that was a nice metal blitz. Nice forward air.
And so the leaf shield coming to play here, and I think it snapped him out of the grab, which is pretty fortunate. We see SSGuy, he's getting closer and closer to that point where the 50-50 is going to be something we need to consider.
Oh, very nice punish.
The surprise F smash. You know, maybe that original F smash wasn't a mistake at all.
But of course, since
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And SSGuy, learning from the mistakes beforehand, just stays in that shield and gets that up tilt.
Yeah, that was really risky for him to think he would get a second F smash.
And he couldn't really get much out of it either. You know, the F smash had very recently been used. It was staled, and on top of that, he didn't have that stage advantage that he had whenever he did it before, right?
Exactly.
He wouldn't be getting the kill or anything. So I just feel like that option was very ill-advised from Dr. X.
Right now, all Dr. X needs to do is just get that kill. Like, ooh, that was actually really, really nice.
Yeah, he was able to use the advantage to get around that up smash from SSGuy. And on top of that, he's able to just connect with it and basically take out SSGuy stock. So really good option selection there. So I guess one bad option followed up by one good option. That's the name of the game from Dr. X as he's able to go ahead and even up these stocks. SSGuy takes to the skies a bit here as he had that leaf shield up, which is pretty interesting. We don't really see that too often, but I think because it gives him a lot of coverage around the body, it makes it really difficult for Sheik to get in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, here comes the Ferris strings. One thing I haven't seen from Dr. X, he hasn't grabbed yet.
Yeah, we really haven't seen too many grabs at all. And it's letting SSGuy feel really comfortable in the shield.
Exactly. If you want SSGuy to feel a little worried, throw out grabs because that's Sheik's, like one of Sheik's main games is grabbing.
Tomahawks even.
Oh yeah, tomahawks too.
You know, those empty jump grabs are fantastic, especially if you're able to just short hop over options like the lemons.
Like right there, that was really good empty hopping from SSGuy, but Dr. X got it.
So SSGuy having Dr. X in the corner here puts him in a very favorable position.
Ooh,
that had to be a mistake.
I know SSGuy. There's no way he would do that on purpose.
What do you think he was trying to do? Maybe something like
run
off up air or something?
I think he was trying to run off up air because that's actually a really good you have to push back from the wind.
SSGuy, you know, he's been at an advantage for the majority of this stock.
Now he's having a hard time in the late game. Yeah,
it's true.
I think Dr. X has him. I think he adapted like in the mid game a little bit, which is really nice. But at this point, it's just racking up that tiny little bit of damage for the kill. That this won't. Ooh,
able to mash out. And you're right, it doesn't matter too much. The one thing, though, that SSGuy didn't lose for a bit was that stage control. And we're seeing that Dr. X has no troubles getting it back. What an F smash there.
Oh, that was an amazing F smash because he probably predicted a spot dodge instead, maybe? And then he just forward smashed. Because if he shielded, he would have been dead from rage back throw.
That's crazy.
I know.
Going into SSGuy's head, it did come down to those grabs, right?
Yes.
The percent was getting higher and higher to the point where shield was no longer really an option because with that 50-50 being so scary. So he does the sidestep, and it just leaves him vulnerable for the surprise F smash.
Oh,
but
yeah,
this
definitely.
is something that we're seeing a lot from Dr. X is that he has this tendency now to go ahead and use these F smashes near the ledge. So SSGuy has to be able to go and adapt to that and maybe start challenging. Again, it's a 50-50, right? So if you can base things like that, I don't see Dr. X as the kind of person to really wait and bait out the air dodge, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's that type of person. I think he'll just go in and just try to get the hit in. All right. So far, the colliding of Lee Shield and jab.
Yeah, and we saw Dr. X trying to charge up the needle, but
Ooh.
SSGuy, being a character like Mega Man, just has pretty much complete control whenever it comes to those projectiles.
Ooh.
Wow, great string there.
He's
SSGuy,
done.
he didn't have a jump. That's so big.
I think he lost his jump during the fair strings.
Yeah, I think that he may have, yeah, you're right. You called it out very well. And that's very tricky now for SSGuy.
Yeah, now SSGuy just feels the need that he needs to be a little bit more aggressive because I think Dr. X has him downloaded a little bit for the defensive game.
Yeah, and so how are we really expecting SSGuy to go in? Because he has more of this turtle style. And he might need to start playing a bit more like Scat, where he uses some of the lemons a bit more aggressively, but it's just outside of some of the range.
Yeah, that is actually one thing. He's not using lemons that much against Sheik because Sheik is fast and can get in. Oh, I think we just lost visual a little bit. Okay.
And we're back. Yeah, we're back.
We got
I was waiting for a second.
Yeah, same here. Oh, well, SSGuy's doing the smart thing and just get him off stage, get that stage control.
Yeah, stage control, very, very important. And you saw him really trying to go for the spike as well. He needs some kind of a decisive option like that in the game, and that might be the decisive option that he was looking for.
This might be it. That might be the one move that might lower the morale of Dr. X a little bit.
That's true. So SSGuy, 80% deficit. What does he need to do to go ahead and stay in this set?
Well, he needs to be right now he needs to be as defensive as possible because he can't take any risk at this point because he's at 95, Sheik's at 0. He needs to rack up damage as much as possible till kill zone.
And one fortunate thing is, I don't think that stage control matters as much whenever you're fighting against most Sheiks.
Not really.
Just because, at the high percent anyways. Just because of the fact that the 50-50, generally speaking, is going to send you upwards. Unless it's a connection with the Vanish, right? And in that case, as long as you don't air dodge, then you're good.
Yeah.
Which sounds super duper weird, but I think that might be SSGuy's game plan because he's basically safe, I think, for until about 20 or so % from now, and then it's going to be really tricky.
Oh, a grab fine. That's the first time I've seen a grab.
Yeah, but going for the forward throw instead, sure what's really going on in Dr. X's mind there. I think it might be too high of a percentage really to consistently hit with that bouncing fish.
Yeah, I think it's just now, if you want bouncing fish, just get a read off it. Or get him off stage. As this guy's doing a really nice work just stalling it out. Oh, I thought he was going to get a read.
Great F tilt into up air. SSGuy 123%. Hoping to just stay alive in this winner's bracket. To me, I think this would be an upset if Dr. X is able to.
Oh, yeah, definite upset if Dr. X manages to.
Ooh, man, and I'll tell you what, I was a little bit scared for SSGuy after those needles connected. Dr. X really fishing, though, for some of these bouncing fishes, and it's going to be able to give SSGuy a bit of stage control. He has Dr. X right now a bit on the ropes.
Oh, my gosh.
But again, Dr. X, we saw this tendency of him. He pulls super close to the stage whenever he's recovering to avoid that hard knuckle. He can't be going for these F smashes. He can't be going for those F smashes. SSGuy adapting to that. Again, in the corner, we see this so many times from Dr. X, those F smashes, and SSGuy able to just this time make the adjustment and hold shield instead of spot dodging to ensure that he can get the punish.
Exactly. He might have gotten one time, but don't rely on that move. Just rely on like grabbing him and throwing him off stage. Oh, yes, Dr. X going his main now. He's going Diddy Kong now.
This really confuses me. I feel like Sheik has a really big advantage whenever it
Sheik
comes
has
to Mega Man.
a much better advantage than Diddy Kong has against Mega Man. Diddy Kong's not a bad decision, but why would you get rid of the advantage you had with Sheik?
Sometimes it comes to just being comfortable, and especially if you're going to be using so many F smashes, maybe Diddy Kong's a better option.
Especially on a stage like Duck Hunt.
That's true.
There's so much room to work with.
Yeah, and on top of that, you have your own projectile that you can just pull out and use pretty consistently. And that banana peel is going to be something that I think is going to maybe give SSGuy something to think about. But the only issue is that we can see that SSGuy is really good at maneuvering around the stage. And I don't know if he's going to be caught by the banana peel consistently, because if Dr. X simply throws it straight ahead, he can get clipped by one of SSGuy's other projectiles instead.
Yep. All right, we're back in neutral a little bit. So far, it's just pretty much the standard what Mega Man does.
It's kind of poking and prodding with some of those projectiles.
Oh,
The early up.
he had the read, but I think he was facing the wrong way.
That was so goofy.
Oh.
I've never seen the dog get stuck by the by that crash bobber. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen it.
It's like an earring. That's awesome.
Duck Hunt's just getting a lot of bomb stuff on him lately.
Ooh, and Dr. X tried to go and get the F smash punish, but he didn't space himself rather properly.
Oh, what the? Oh, that was nice.
I'll tell you what, these spot dodges are not working out really for SSGuy. I think he just needs to use more shields, because we've said it so many times, Dr. X really isn't the kind of player that goes for too many grabs.
Yeah, because SSGuy's been known to use spot dodge more than shielding, so Dr. X might have a better idea on how to punish him through that. So far, it's pretty even, almost even in damage. Up, and here's... Oh!
Yeah, waiting too long. He wanted to get as much damage as he could with those, with the leaves from the leaf shield. But it might have really cost him the actual throw itself. Dr. X in the corner here, but he's able to weave out as SSGuy commits to the grab. He gets the forward air here, forcing Dr. X off stage. And wow, Dr. X able to go ahead and get that forward air off stage and take the first stock from SSGuy in game number 3.
That was a really nice fall down fair. Because the amount of frames a fair has. Oh, and there's the reset.
This is something that SSGuy has to learn from that last game, is Dr. X is not afraid to really go off stage, give up stage control, and confirm some of those kills. We saw even in that first game, he used, first and second game, he would be using bouncing fishes very aggressively off stage, even when he didn't need to. And in the second game, he actually took that first stock by jumping off and intercepting SSGuy as he was trying to make it back onto the stage with a fair.
Yeah, definitely. Dr. X is not afraid to just edge guard somebody.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go deep.
Which honestly, most Diddy Kongs I see never really go off stage. But if it works, it works.
That's true. So here we are, just under the 3-minute mark, and the game is insanely close, I'd say, at this moment. Game number 3 for both players.
Yeah, this is the closest game, and it's the last game too.
Of course. So let's take a second and just sort of step back, right? Or we'll go into the eyes of Dr. X. Right, he's at 48% here. He really needs to go ahead and win this game to just stay alive in the winner's bracket. What does he need to do?
Well, right now, he needs to think carefully how he gets in on Mega Man, because since Diddy Kong's only way of getting in is by throwing the banana peel, he needs to utilize baiting SSGuy with the banana, because he's just throwing it out there instead of thinking on what to use. Ooh, that would have been bad.
Guy going for some really interesting setups. It's a shame that they're not really coming fully into fruition. And you're right. The fact that he hasn't been able to find an approach is what's made SSGuy put on this lead that he has. 94% on Dr. X. I think for SSGuy, he just needs to keep at it. You know, even there, he uses the saw blade into the up tilt, but I think because he didn't have the sweet spot of that up tilt, he doesn't get that maximum knockback that he's looking for.
Yeah, now Dr. X is kind of getting a little reckless now.
We've seen this tendency. We've seen this tendency from him. He's very early to pull the trigger.
I think
while it might let him take stocks early on, whenever it comes to that late game, whenever his percentage is high, it's what's going to leave him open. It's what's going to let SSGuy take this game from him.
Very nice patience.
Could be a bit of trouble here.
He's going for a lot of dash attacks. But that back air won't do it just yet.
Oh, wow. Going
that-
straight for the body, actually, with that. But
This
the
might be
dash
it.
attacks, yeah.
No, ooh.
Not just yet, Dr. X. 173% as we go down to the final minute of this last game.
One smash attack and Mega Man is done.
You know, SSGuy doesn't even need to approach here. He has such a comfortable lead. But the thing that makes this really scary is Dr. X with this much rage
Oh,
can
that's
certainly
it.
close out these stocks.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is, that back throw.
He mistimed the banana slip entirely. Oh, well. That was a little disappointing for Dr. X.
A bit. You know, he was on the verge of making that comeback. And in Game 2, he had this massive lead. But SSGuy was really able to capitalize on the fact that Dr. X would use these really unsafe options and go insanely aggressive when he really didn't need to from time to time. And he's able to go ahead and use those points to go and make that set 2-1.
Yeah, definitely.